I am full of meatballs. Alright, let's try this again. Green shield. Successful parries knock out enemy teeth and transforms arrows into gold. You like that? I like that cudgel shield. I love stuns. You ever time it wrong? Happened to me once. Oh, you prick. You little vanishing prick. I'm just realizing I don't know the time. I don't know the timing on a lot of these attacks because I don't normally let them happen. I normally stun these enemies or kill them before they have a chance to do what they're doing. I feel like slow range weapon with a shield was odd looking. It certainly didn't feel like it had pizzazz. It didn't feel spunky. What do you got for me? All right, I'm paying attention. It's a symmetrical lance. Hello. I like that. All right, I'm warming up. I'm warming up. I'm getting there. Where is he? I can smell you. Oh, you little prick. Oh, you tiny little freak. Oh, shit. I got hit several times by many things there. I promise I'm not, like, bad. Man, this game is making it difficult to prove that. Honestly, just show me what you got. I've never used this before, so I'm excited. Yeah, Terraria, because of this game, Terraria's been coming up quite a bit, Glitch. Terraria's been coming up quite a bit, almost specifically because of this game. I know that Brizzy played the shit out of it. I like Frostblast, but we are trying to learn how to use shields. That thing's one of my favorite items. The Slay the Spire deck. Yeah, I do like passives that I can ignore. For sure. Terraria's like, sit for me. I started, and the next thing I know is it's like 2 a.m. and I never had dinner. I've never even fired this thing before. Alright. I feel you. That's what's up. Dracula's gonna fucking hate that. I love it. I don't know. Promenade. Oh, I gotta zit. I hate that. Damn, dude, I'm looking real fluffy these days. I really do gotta start thinning up. Do that. Honestly, I'm going necromancy. I like that. Yeah, it's like if I hit it again, it's gonna be electrodynamics, which I like electrodynamics. Matter of fact, I feel like we can probably get a... Oh. Probably get a head start on that now. I parried. You shut your filthy trap. Alright, now listen. I think you're all great, and I love your passion for shields. I think you're all just exceptional, and I love your passion for shields, but hear me out. That's a legendary exploding crossbow. It looks like a ranged shield to me. Oh, I don't have the money for that. Alright, so I just gotta... slow my roll a whole lot with this. Ooh. Death Orb... The Death Orb's gonna be better than either one of these, so they both go away. I like both of those, but like... Another day of living gonna make it other people problem. How you doing, Taffy and everyone? I'm alright, all things equal. I'm still kind of kicking myself over how slowly I'm getting back onto a legitimate big boy grown-up schedule. But I will say that, like, it is admittedly difficult to get back on a schedule that involves, like, more work than I'm already doing. Like, more work that I'm already doing. And getting back into the gym, but realizing that I have a 43-year-old's body, which means my ability to be elastic is kind of long gone. Critical hit on Chakus with recovered health. We've got necromancy. For whatever reason, that thing was not letting me ship it. There we go. How many hours do you have in DC? Oh, in Dead Cells? I played it for the first time about 2.5 weeks ago. Let's find out. 52. I have 52 hours in Dead Cells. Some of it is me leaving the pause screen open when I go to poop or make lunch. Or bullshit with chat about some random dream that I had or something. God, Beast Slayer's coming in here like a motivational poster today. That's understanding. You can do anything, Taffy, with the support of others and a strong mindset. You can do anything. Yeah. It's the strong mindset part that trips me up. You're not wrong. Strong mindset just gets a little tougher to come by the older you get, I'm finding. I'll have to mess around with Alucard's shield at some point. I love you, machete and pistol. I mean, I can roll this again, but I'm not gonna be able to afford any of that. I do like freezing. Evil Canadian, good morning. I think I'm just gonna take brutality because it gives me more HP. Trying to raise enough money. Ah, shit on me. This is gonna get weird. It gets less weird when you shoot somebody in the face with an explosive crossbow. It gets way less complicated. Oh, yeah. A long way down. I do like the Hayabusa boots. But not enough to give up a legendary weapon. I've found normally that with legendary weapons... I've found that with legendary weapons... I have a tendency with legendary weapons to just take... If the game offers me a legendary weapon, I take a legendary weapon, and that becomes the day we learn how to use that weapon. Yeah, I have to imagine we've probably gotten a legendary shield at some point, but I was just a stubborn asshole and chose not to use it. If I had to guess. I could see that being the kind of thing I would do. Yeah, I just don't want to get to a point where I'm picking the same weapons every single time, you know? Someone's groaning on the other side. No answer. To be fair, I feel like shields are just shields and not much matters about them. Yeah, but I mean, like... Sometimes I just savant my way into unconventional things. I have a tendency to square peg round hole the living shit out of a game until it submits. And it's fun to watch because I can make a game bend until it breaks, doing what I want it to do out of just the sheer stubbornness of going like, I feel like it should do this, so I'm gonna do this until this game gives me what I want. But the problem that I find with that is that sometimes I will miss out on a different square peg that I can shove into a round hole that works really well for me. And so I feel like I just need to stay open-minded, because who knows, maybe I am the fucking shield whisperer, but I won't know that unless I actively try to use shields. Tears of the Kingdom is gonna get stupid, I can feel it. Tears of the Kingdom, I will do things in Tears of the Kingdom that are not okay. I sense it. I'm gonna have feelings that I feel obliged to chase down that are going to lead me to do just... The intrusive thoughts are gonna win. I can genuinely say I feel pretty confident that when I get around to playing Tears of the Kingdom, we will make a mockery of what Nintendo intended their game to be. Oh yeah, I'm gonna ride around on I know that there's certain, like, I don't want any of it spoiled too bad for me, but I know that there is an elevated level of crafting in this one. No, don't get me wrong, Pyrexis. I don't want to sit here and insinuate that I'm somehow some sort of weird trailblazing gamer who thinks outside the box or anything like that. But just based on my experience, and just based on the fact that I do have a, you know, not a ton of people, but I have a handful of people who watch me, I feel like the experiences that we have, I don't know. It's a fun process of playing a little game called Let's See How Taffy Breaks the Game This Time. And generally speaking, I don't do it thinking to myself like, oh, I'm such a cool game breaking, you know, badass. It's just that I'm too tunnel visioned and stubborn, and sometimes I can do and make the games that I play do things that they're not intended to. And I'm probably not the first, and I certainly won't be the last, but people generally tend to enjoy, as far as my experience goes, people generally tend to enjoy watching my ADHD go up against game design and seeing which one will win. Excuse me. TOTK has been an absolute delight. I enjoyed making all the things. I'll take Crusher for a run. I have no idea what that means. Yeah, it is a big unstoppable force versus immovable object vibe. It's very it reeks very strongly of will the game designer's intentions or Taffy's tunnel vision and ADHD and hyperfocus, with like which one will give. And I think that's part of what irritated me with Isaac after all those years, was that I found all the, you know, not found, but either I was introduced to or learned of or did accidentally find a handful of ways to bend or break the game in a way that benefited me. And the dude who makes the game just kind of constantly was going through and patching those out. And I was like, oh, everything that I really enjoyed and felt like was fun about this is being bled away. Man, I just threw away the ice grenade. Frostbite would have been cool. Isaac also really suffered from his later boss design, in my opinion. Yeah, I have a million different feelings about Isaac that I could roll out over time, but I've kind of bled that well dry. So I don't dip into that very often anymore, but to be fair, Taffy breaks are what brought me to the channel. Yeah, I genuinely used to have a lot of fun with that. I'll try the bank again. What the hell? Anyway, ever since I actually legitimately argued with the creator of Isaac in my channel, I've just kind of washed my hands of that game. Which is a shame, because I stopped playing it before I was finished with what I wanted to do with it. But, whatever. Ooh, weird. It's like a little Fortress of Solitude crystal. This explosive crossbow has got me feeling some kind of way. Same with like Nintendo patching out wave dashing in the new Super Mario World 3D port. It was a fun mechanic. Leave it in, no matter if it's what you intended or not. That's my speculation. I feel like the creator who does not like me, and I've kind of come to the conclusion that I don't like him either. He and I don't like each other is what we've come to the conclusion. My hypothesis is that he created a game and wanted it to work a very specific way, and when the ways that people were playing it and enjoying it didn't match with what he wanted it to be, that he kind of just went on a slow crusade patching stuff out so that it closer matched what his vision was. But in turn, it did a lot of things right. I still think it's one of the best roguelikes ever made. Credit where it's due. But he went through and took things out that he didn't think were supposed to be there, but I thought were some of the biggest draws to the game. I'm not going to take infantry bow, I was just kind of looking. Plus this shot music's a bop. Pretty sure Florian created it and just grabbed the credit. That's how I like justifying the game to myself. I don't know, man. I don't know. Coming from a Twitch streamer, this is rich, but I think the dude's a narcissist. I think the dude's a narcissist, and I just don't. Yeah, I don't think the people behind Isaac are particularly good people. I think I sensed that most. I think I sensed that for a while. But like this last little exchange really was what put it over the top for me. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not telling anybody anything you don't know by saying that there are all sorts of stories out there of like the Phil Fishes of the world. Oh no! Nope. He hit me! I was doing so well! I always kill that guy when he's in his little infant form, so I've never really stopped to catalog what his attacks are. Oh, I'm sad. Yeah, you hear a lot of stories about, oh, did you know that the guy who made your favorite, indie game is an absolute narcissistic tool? It's like, oh shit, you don't say. That said, I've bumped into a lot, like Rami Ishmael, who's the indie creator of Nuclear Throne. He's got his detractors, but I'm not one of them. That dude and I would consider Rami a dear friend. Oh shit. I would consider Rami a dear friend. I think he knows how smart he is. I think Rami knows that he's usually, when it comes to video games, the smartest person in the room, depending on where he's sitting. But I do also feel like he's the kind of guy who, like, won't lord that over people. Like, he's excited to talk shop and share his thoughts, and, he'll never be ashamed of being the smartest person in the room. But, he also is excited about the sort of free and open exchange of ideas. Like, the dude just likes talking shop. Oh, Oppenheimer, I think that what you're referring to is my new item, which is pulsing the ground and hitting anything that walks through it. Aaron, good morning, Taffy and friends, staggering in after an exhausting night of work last night. I hope it was rewarding, at least. Have you seen the old YouTube stars now? Good luck finding one who doesn't have a massive narcissistic tendency and a criminal record. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I had friends, Ginger, who were either YouTube millionaires or on the verge of becoming YouTube millionaires. Yeah, and a lot of them ended up with, like, Napoleon complex and God complexes. I forget what this place is. Yeah, a lot of them were real, like, a lot of them were real bad. Like, a lot of them were... I remember one day, you'll like this story. So the people that I ran with were all younger than me. They were mostly teens. I hope I'm not putting myself on a fucking government list by saying all this, but like, it worked out that the guy that I made a YouTube channel with was 19 when I met him online. And so by the time we actually started making money with our endeavors, he was only 20. And so that meant that most of his friends that he made online were like 19, 20, etc. So when I go to these things, you know, my place at these things was, oh, me and this 19-year-old made a YouTube channel. So I'd often find myself hanging out, sadly, in my like early 30s with guys way younger than me. Sorry. Oh, here. I don't want to break your thing. Can I just talk to you? There we go. I broke that last time. I don't want to do it this time. I'm not a monster. So yeah, just constantly oh, that dude was hoovering up all the gold. I hate it, don't kill me. Man, ruined my streak. So I ended up one time at this house party, and the house party was like an Airbnb rented by all these Minecraft YouTubers who were starting to make shitloads of money. And at this party, there was one kid who basically said something along the lines of like, we're living like gods, or like, we're gonna live forever, or some shit like that. Oh no, please don't kill me. Dude, I just got rid of that health down there too, that sucks. I saw one kid playing ping pong who was drunk and did that whole like, we're essentially gods, we're gonna live forever, we're the new celebrities of the world, like, we're the world's new Brad Pitts, and like that kind of energy. And then he stopped playing ping pong and ate $100 bill. He stopped playing ping pong, popped open his wallet, took out a Benjamin, basically screamed, we're gonna live forever, and fucking ate $100 bill. And just swallowed it. I used to be around that kind of energy all the time. I was at the same party. And at one point I was arguing with my buddy in sort of like a playful way. He and I were like kind of dick measuring with each other verbally. Oh, I did this. Oh, well, I did that. Oh, well, my actions made our company, or made our channel this. Oh yeah, well, without my actions, blah blah blah. We were doing this like back and forth. Well, I did this for the chat. It's no surprise that at one point he basically removed me from the channel because everything was in his name when it started making 6 figures a year. He was just like, yeah, everything's in my name, so sorry, you're out. And I was like, oh, this is awkward. So we get to the end of this, like, dick measuring contest. And I said something along the lines of like, yeah, well, you'll never be able to beat me at arm wrestling, you tiny little stick of a man. Like, it's basically like, that was my trump card, was like, yeah, well, you're a tiny little twig of a human. And so he got, like, flustered and decided he wanted to arm wrestle me. So he arm wrestles me, and I win. And I kind of giggle about it. And then I go back to, like, sitting on the couch, sipping a single fat tire. And the next thing I know is this dude walks up to me, who at the time I think was the most famous Minecraft streamer, or the most famous Minecraft YouTuber on the planet. Arguably. But he was definitely the richest person at that house. And he walked up and was like, I want to arm wrestle you. And the next thing I knew is I found myself surrounded by a bunch of, like, very fragile young male egos. And everybody wanted to arm wrestle the old guy who kept beating all of them. I feel like I arm wrestled people until I don't want to say the dude who makes money. I don't even know if he makes YouTube videos anymore. I'm gonna kill my streaming PC audio so that you can't hear it in case it just fires off with a video. Okay, so my dude hasn't posted a video in 2 years.
This is the story of the newest
Well, that
denizen
doesn't
of
help
the
Brooks
cave.
Hockey. Yeah, just muted the entire stream. Brooks Hockey with a prime sub for 35 months. Hope you're doing well, old man. I'm still old. In high spirits, but still old. Oh, Dagger Hill. One, two. This is all fat now. This is all just chubby. But this used to be a little bit of fat, but I was cut underneath it. It really was. It was the old Viking warrior putting all the young bucks in their place. Honest to God, Ginger, one after the other. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next thing I knew was, like, the millionaire ordered like $300 worth of Chinese. Because he was like, well, we're going to be at this all night. And I was like, the fuck we are? One of us is arm wrestling every time and getting tired. The rest of us are fragile-ass 20-year-olds trying to put their father figure in the YouTube world in his place. You can get Oedipal on your own dime. That said, I am taking some of that Chinese food. My old ass is taking a thing of beef broccoli and a bunch of egg rolls and going and sitting on the back porch. That was a weird time. I ate him, I swallowed him whole. Basically, yeah. Like I was the dude with gray, and I didn't have a beard at the time, but I was the dude who could grow a full beard in a week with salt and pepper in it. I was the guy that for a lot of them had become the closest thing they had to a manager, because they would send me like emails saying like, hey man, I got an offer from this company to do XYZ for blank number of dollars, and like I pay Noah to do this shit for me because I'm no good at it. Oh my god. Sorry, I didn't see that blob thing had shown up. I pay Noah to do that kind of stuff because I'm ass terrible at it, but I was better at it than these kids. These kids who didn't know you had to pay taxes. These kids who didn't know what a budget was. These kids that didn't know you could write off things as a business expense. That guy got me good. These kids who didn't know how to write, oh Jesus, business emails. This guy who kept scolding them whenever they would do something that put their business at risk. Like I'd actually chew their asses if I'd heard they'd done something. Oh, I can just leave? Nah, we're gonna go fight. I would genuinely chew their asses if they did something that put their business image at risk. If I heard that they were engaging in the kind of behavior that I was like, yo, you realize if somebody had a camera, or if you realize if somebody had been screen capturing the other side of that, you'd be done. Like, I'd be saying that kind of stuff to them. And then all of a sudden, that same guy was like, y'all want to arm wrestle? And they're like, we want to kick your ass. And I'm like, all right, line up, young pups. I'd struggle with that probably at 43, but I was like 30. I was like 33 at the time. And probably twice as strong as I am now. Hey man, is this a scam? How can I reach these kids? Do I want to take... Oh, I don't have the money to take the cat. There's a part of me that's like, do I take the cat? Maybe. If I end up with a lot of money on this floor, maybe I'll take the cat. Oh, shit. That was a hell of a time. What a weird time that was. I remember at one point, I'd booked all of them a bunch of Minecraft server deals where the whole thing was that they had to go play on these Minecraft servers and they were getting like $650 a video, $850 a video, and I was getting them videos in like bunches, so it was like, make a 20-minute video and I'll get you paid 650 bucks and you're on contract for 8 of them. So like some of these guys, I was making them like $4,000 in a week, $5,000 in a week. And I remember one time I had gotten this one Minecraft server to basically book everybody. And I'd gotten them all at what like the market prices I'd set for them. So this Minecraft server for like a week of videos dumped like $15,000 into quote unquote my clients. Where's my... That stopped working. You avoid first damage to the source dealt to you. The effect recharges when you kill 8 enemies. Foresight's not bad. All of them were doing pretty well with uploads. All of them were doing pretty well with uploads, and then they all went to Montreal. They all went to Montreal to go skiing. And during this ski trip, every single one of them started missing uploads. And so this guy who was like 5 figures deep for a week of content, understandably gets in my ear and was like, I thought we had a deal. And I was like, we do have a deal. I'll get on the horn with them. Overwhelmingly, most of them did and said the right things. They did and said things like, hey, listen, it's our bad. We should have been paying attention to the schedule and the calendar. If this guy is really truly upset, let him know that I'll... Oh, shit. Let him know that I'll give him a video for free. Like, you know, ultimately they were saying the right things. I was very pleased with what I was hearing.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
From most of these people, but I had one guy in particular whose fucking response was, you're my manager, this is what I pay you to do. I work hard, I play hard, clean it up. And I was like, the fuck did you just say to me? Noah, can you imagine? Bunbarian, tier 134 months. 2 months away from 3 years. I had Korean fried chicken and soju last night and thought of you and Glitch. Dude, that sounds so good. God, Noah, can you imagine if you got me a sponsorship where all I had to do was like an hour of recording, another 45 minutes or so of editing, and then post something. So about 2.5 hours all told, and I get $800. Plus I was signed in for a block of $4,500 worth of that. And it didn't matter if I did them all on one like random Sunday. You could do them all on Sunday, front load all of them, give up your Sunday, do all the recordings, edit all of them, schedule them, and upload them, and then leave it alone. And you've made $4,000, $5,000 in a week. And by the way, one of these dudes who said and did all the right things Let's see. Hold on. I want to see one of the guys who didn't said the right thing. Who quite literally was like, you know what? I made a mistake. I want to fix it. If that guy needs anything from me, let me know. I will happily. I'll do whatever I have to do to set this right. Is currently one of the people who was humble and said all the right things is currently the 79th biggest YouTube channel in America. Who, at the time of print, is getting 12 million views on his videos a day. He got 12 million views on his videos yesterday. But this other kid, who I don't think even makes YouTube content anymore, hit me with, I work hard, I play hard, I'm not getting off the slopes to go fix this at a computer. Fix it for me. And fucking hung up the call. Who's the guy? I don't feel super comfortable talking about them by name because some of the stories that I'm telling are not particularly flattering. Like, I may tell a story that's nice about that one guy, but then follow it up with one that's not all that complimentary. So, I just want to tell the stories. I don't think it really matters that you know who it is. With a little bit of detective work, you can figure some of this out on your own. But I mean, like, generally speaking... Yeah, generally speaking, I don't feel like I need to potentially have it get back to people like, oh, you guys hear Taffy? You guys remember Taffy? Oh, that guy's out there talking shit about blah, 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 blah. I don't need that in my life. Just trust me when I say these stories are true. Trust me when I say these stories are true. I'm not making any of it up, and that these people are real. And I don't need, I don't need to, instigate any horse shit by getting too specific with any of this. Fuck, that's a long ways. That is right at the end. Taffy chat thinks it's me. Can we confirm that it's not? No, go. How would that even work? I've never brought you a deal. You know what I mean? I'm not sure how that would work. Yeah, I'm not looking to invite that kind of drama in. Like, generally speaking, I had good stories with some of these guys. I had bad stories with some of these guys. But all things being equal, when everything was said and done, as far as I can tell, it feels like it ended. It feels as though it ended on a relatively amiable. It feels like it ended on a relatively amiable set of circumstances. I don't like that part. Probably shouldn't have done that, but here we are. I love gold! Powerful grenade? Yeah, I'm in. Granada! Yeah, Lily. What some of the first times that I ever did. The first time that I ever did that, I basically just hit the traps until I died, and I was like, I don't know that this room is ever going to be worth it. But the completionist in me couldn't hack it. I had to deal with it. Speaking of, let's find something to buy because one of these fuckers is a liar. Not you, you lucky fuck. Every time we add a manager, they do one great thing, then hop off the hop, and then nothing for a long, long time. We're hard to market, I get that, but coughing up that percentage when we're just doing our own things was tough. Yeah. See, my thing was the opposite direction, Psycho Stick. My thing was the opposite direction. I've got all these entitled young kids who, frankly, to my understanding of it, almost every single one of them came up in money. So the fact that I would make them more money was neat, and they liked that, obviously, but wasn't outside of the realm of the expected or the extraordinary. And so I was bringing in a pretty slow and steady drip of cash. I did way more for these YouTubers than I ever did for people in my music label. I just didn't know shit all about the music industry. But I knew content creation, and I knew video games, and I knew brands that should want to associate with video games. And so I was bringing hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hell, in one instance, I was bringing gross 7 figures to these people over the lifetime that I was doing it. And I still found myself at every corner having YouTuber X come up to me and go, YouTuber Y says he doesn't see why he should give you a percentage. All you did was pull together the paperwork. And I was like, yeah, man, that's the deal. I talk to the people, I do all the paperwork, and you don't have to bother with anything except for the execution of it. That's the service you're paying for. And they're like, yeah, but they just don't really see what the benefit is because they could do that on their own. And I was like, the time, you didn't have to spend the time. You didn't have to take the call or emails or Zoom calls or any of that. They're like, yeah, well, just know that YouTuber Y is probably going to try to hold out and not give you your 15 or 20%, or they're going to try to negotiate it down. And that just kind of like switched based on which one of them needed money for a new car. Or that switched based on which one of them wanted to do St. Patrick's Day in Ireland or a ski trip to Banff or whatever. Or was like, oh, let's all go surfing in Australia. And whenever that kind of stuff was happening, all of a sudden it felt like my contributions were brought into question. Oh, dude, Psycho Stick, I shit you not. You want to hear something fucked? I had a guy at one point turn to me and go, how much did you send me last month? I need you to be here with me on this. I need to not be distracted by the game. I had a guy hit me up on Skype, that tells you how long ago this was, and say, how much did you send me last month? And my response was, I sent you $75,000 in March. And to the other guy, I sent 45. And to the other guy, I sent 33. Now feels like a good time to mention that I haven't been paid in 3 months. Oh. How much did you send me last month, Taffy? I sent you $75,000. That was to the nice guy. I don't mind saying that at all. That was actually to a nice guy. That was a person who said, wait, the $75,000 guy was the guy that I said, he found out, he goes, hey, I've heard a rumor that you haven't been paid. And I was like, that's not a rumor. I haven't been paid. Are you the guy I'm fighting? You are the guy I'm fighting. Yeah, one guy reached out to me and goes, I heard you haven't gotten paid. And I was like, that's true, I have not gotten paid. And he goes, since when? And I was like, I haven't been paid in 4 months. I've been living off my savings while I'm working for, to make you guys money. And he goes, well, that's kind of fucked. And I was like, I couldn't agree more. And he goes, so how much did you send me last month? And I was like, I sent you $75,000 last month. And he goes, what's your PayPal? And I was like, it's RyanWCaps@gmail.com. And he goes, okay, hold on. And I was like, wait, what are you doing? Like, shouldn't we just set this up so that it goes through the proper, avenues? Shouldn't we just structure this correctly so that I'm just making what I deserve? And he's like, yeah, but I mean, you need to live. All right, did that go through? And I bring up PayPal and I'm looking at it, my phone dings, and I was like, did you just send me $35,000? And he goes, is that not enough? And I was like, how much money do you have in PayPal? And he was like, oh, my accountant would kill me. I've got like $750,000 in here. I really should get it out and put it somewhere where it's accruing interest. There's a different guy, like I said, one of the guys who is now one of the biggest YouTubers on the planet. And I was like, yo, man, I'm so impressed. You're the only kid out of this entire bunch that has an LLC. Because his email account was like xyzproductionsllc@gmail.com. And he goes, oh, no, dude, I don't have an LLC. And I was like, what do you mean you don't have an LLC? He was like, oh, I just write that in the Gmail so that people will take my emails more seriously. Honestly, Bunbarian, the person who did right by me, by me will never have to worry about money again. That person is, oh Christ on a cracker, is also in the top 100 YouTube channels in the United States. And according to Social Blade, made about $50,000 on their video views yesterday. Yesterday. Ha ha ha. Yesterday. The high end of their video, depending on what their ad split is, their high end of their video ad split revenue for their video views yesterday was between $5,000 and $50,000. Yesterday. He did not have millions and millions and millions of dollars when he did this for me, but he did have millions. So I don't know that he really needs to worry about high yield savings accounts or Roth IRAs or retirements. This is the same dude that at one point I sent a $15,000 paper check, and then 6 months later I was like, hey man, are you ever gonna cash that paper check? And he was just like, oh no, dude, I have a rollaway desk. Like I have a desk with a rollaway topper on it. And I think it was sitting on top of the rollaway and I opened it. And so now that check is in the back of the desk. And I was like, so get it. And he was like, that would require me taking the desk apart and I don't want to do it. I'm just going to eat that. Like just void that check or something. And I was like, that's not how this works, dude. You can't just give up on 15 grand because it's on the wrong side of a piece of panel or particle board, my guy. Are you sure? Just tell him to keep it. I shit you not. That's an answer I got. Just tell him to keep it. It was a very weird world to try to exist in, to be sure, Tyler. A very weird world to exist in, to be sure. That's kind of why, when I got the opportunity to leave it, I did and didn't look back. Are we just upsetting ourselves on purpose now? It's so funny to me though, Kat, because like that became normal to me. That kind of like people behaving in that fashion around me became normal to me. And it's funny to me. It's funny to me to come in here and remind myself like, oh right. You guys weren't in it with me. That's when you tell them to break the desk open, take the check for yourself, and you'll buy him a new desk with some of that money. Yeah, to my understanding, it wasn't even an expensive desk. Black Bridge, do I go fight this boss? I think I'll go fight this boss. Some of these kids would play dice. They'd load up dice apps on their phone, and they'd play dice while they were having meals. And at one point, when I got out of that group and got invited back in for dinner one night, they did like a $1,700 steak dinner, which I have to admit, I've done a couple of $1,200 dinners. I didn't pay the whole $1,200. Here's the thing, right? My friends, Domestic Dan, Santa, Further Than Dan, Nerdy Netty, Cream, these people all just went, so we're just going to split the check, right? And we went, of course. And everybody paid like $200. These guys were playing dice on their phones between rounds of food. They had little notebooks where they kept how much each other owed each other, and they were into each other for thousands. And then when like the $2,000 steak dinner bill for 6 or 8 or 10 would come, they would play credit card roulette for it. Where they would just put all of their credit cards into a baseball cap, shake it up, and then the server would pull one out. And that's the person who would pay for the $2,000 dinner. It was like being around young professional athletes. I definitely looked around and thought to myself, this is why there are so many broke young musicians who signed their first big record deal. Or this is why there are so many broke young athletes who sign a 1-year contract with like the Dallas Cowboys or the New York Yankees and think that they're set for life. And so they spend money like it's never going to end. And then suddenly it dries up and they're broke. I have done it a couple of times with like Nate. And I think Justin. I did it with like Nate, Justin, and Noah. Oh, thank you, Zombie Ron Swanson. I've done that with like Nate, Justin, and Noah a couple of times. But like never for anything more than $200 or $300. And that's in my adult life I'm doing that. And that's fun. I like that, but you'd be out of your fucking mind if you tried to get me to pony up for a $2,000 dinner with people that I didn't always like, in retrospect. Yeah, then now's a good time to do a med and hydration check, everybody. You're doing great, kitty. Woo! Let me go! That prick! Dude, I was about to get my first ever perfect on him. Oh, I want to punch him right in his scrotum. Oh, he dodged into me at the last second. I hate it and I want to die. Oh. It was a good fight, but grumble, grumble, grumble. Whatever. That's my fault. I got greedy on the last little attack. That's my fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. No, I'm good. We're good. We'll just keep going. Damn, I thought I had it. I got greedy on the last hit. What are my modifiers? 15% damage, that's pretty good. Shots pierce all enemies. Good grief. Yeah, it's all pretty good. I'm not gonna funk with that, I don't think. I'm usually pretty good about not being greedy in fights. I have a tendency to do the right thing in fights to well, I mean, I always do the right thing to win. I don't know that I always do the right thing to get like flawless victories. But generally speaking, I feel like I do pretty well. Pretty well in not compromising my character's health or standing to try to win something too quickly. That feels really good. That feels really good. I'm down here now! Good grief, this is an angry weapon. Yeah, sure, Bumbarian, of course. Always. I'm good at video games, shut up. Is it a mirror? What a great answer. Oh my god. That was like a theme park. Is that in Belgium? Hotel Altaboft. Feels like this music could be playing outside this hotel. Ugh. How froggy am I feeling? Cat's gonna whip your ass, bud. Bavaria, town called Oberammergau. 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 Still heading to Belgium. Be there on the 8th. On the 8th. Nice. Ooh, get fucked. Bye. Taffy, I'm getting so much work done, and there's no one here to fucking call me when no one is here to fucking call me all day. You thought you were safe standing inside the saw blades, didn't you? Admit it, a-hole. Music feels all weird. I know it's doing that on purpose, but this fucking thing is brutal, man. You guys remember that this was originally a run where we were going to try to learn how to use shields, but then the game gave us a legendary crossbow, and I was like, you know. You prick! This is not your fight. Yeah, the range on that guy's swing is gnarly. Oh, man. I feel like it's got to be Tesla coil. Sorry, Maria's cat. I like the explosive crossbow way too much to give up on it now. Oh, that idiot leapt to his death the way a dumb idiot does. The music in this section does not need to go this hard. I don't want it. She's my queen. You're doing great, bud. Just keep catching these hands. And your bird, too. Oh, Billy. Get cooked. This is a normal ass sword. Get out of here. Your normal ass sword. Oh, yeah? Tell me, giant snake man. Good idea, bad idea, launching yourself into me.
It's time for another good idea, bad idea.
That's it. I just needed to hear that. Hattori's katana. I just want to see it. I 100% would throw myself off a ledge with that. I could actually see that dude's soul being knocked out of his body. That's the wrong way. God, the piercing part of this is so dumb. Snake Fangs blueprint acquired. Cobra Kai till we die. Ah! Fucker. I thought I saved it for a second. I love this game and its gwent-ass sounding music. We'd still be playing Gwent on Witcher 3 right now if this was what the soundtrack sounded like. Oh, I did almost find my way back up. Shit. Look at that. I think I probably could have found my way back in. Holy shit! Yeah, you got me, bud. Good for you. I gotta hand it to you. You slapped the shit out of me there. The cowl does not make the monk wear the cultist outfit to access the Undying Shores. I had no idea. If I'm being honest with you. I am absolutely gonna go in there. Wow, what a ridiculous coincidence. I have to remind myself I have a melee attack. And it is also devastating. That guy almost got away. Got him. Can't imagine what I'd possibly take here. That is quite literally what you're using, Ryan. All right. Just cause. Don't question it. It's almost like the bird popped with the music. Whoa. I think that's everything. Alright, to the Undying Shores, I suppose. I did not do this on purpose. I'm shocked that this was a thing. Shocked. I forgot that was even there. Ooh. Creepy. This place looks creepier. Snake Fangs teleports you to the nearest target, poisons victims, inflicts critical hits if the target has more than 5 poison marks. I'm in. You had me at poison. I don't know that there are any modifiers I want to redo. Frozen targets, I could probably redo this one. We don't have anything that freezes. We don't have anything that does, like, that creates oil either. It's not bad. The slam freezes, but I haven't used it in like 3 floors. I think I'm down with what I've got. Lovin' is what I got. I said, remember that. Lovin' is what I've got. I've got. Beware the step. Reach the Undying Shores for the first time. Sounds like Westworld's about to start. That's not what I meant to do at all. No! This prick. Wow, he slapped the shit out of me. I didn't see what the achievement was. Let an apostate something. Let an apostate revive at least 3 souls. Well, I wasn't doing that on purpose. I sure as hell wasn't doing it for a reward. What kind of backwards compliment is that shit? The apostates didn't fare any better than the rest of us. Moments of consciousness are becoming rarer and shorter. I won't make it to the lighthouse. Maybe I'll find a decent place to rest down there. That's fucking sad. That was violent. Nice. Again, the OST going way too hard. I contend that I caught the ledge there, but whatever. Pierces all enemies, dummy. Die, 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 die! This is like the, maybe it's not the first. I was gonna say, this is like the first amulet upgrade I've seen in a while, but I guess not. Oh, I hit something on accident. This place is bananas. I want to finish what's going on up here first. Ooh, I smell lore. I hate those guys, and it seems someone else really did too. I hope I never meet them. Whoever made this mess wasn't too fond of the experiments being done here. Thought there might be more to read. Shop? Casey at the bat, huh? Oh, man. These two are two of my favorite combinations. Throwable objects in the bat. One of my favorite weapon combos in the game. Oh, well. I kind of got to get busy living or get busy dying. That hurt. I didn't do my downward dash. Scary. I just want to make sure there was a floor. Not really taking shit like that for granted anymore. I'm down here now. The fuck is hitting me? I'm good. Everything's fine. Nothing is fucked here, dude. The apostate's research on death and cellular decay were far more advanced than what I've seen elsewhere. They seem to endure better than the rest of the island. We share knowledge, and they handed me some precious samples. There may be another way to endure the malaise. This feels uncomfortably familiar. How big is this floor? I don't need anything. I like this build. Oh yeah? Catch! Yeah, me and the exploding crossbow are getting along just fine at the moment. Lightning rods. This guy didn't get stunned. Mausoleum. I was gonna say, how much stuff did I not explore? Chat, I'm gonna give it a try. Hold on. Is that like a 1 in 3, or is that? Oh, I bet you that's something where I go and verify these marks, and then I like somewhere. I bet you those marks show up somewhere. I verify them, and then I come back and open one of the doors. Grumble, grumble, grumble. All right, I basically just lost like a 3-card Monty game. Or maybe it is just a 1 in 3 chance of figuring it out, but I feel like they wouldn't have put runes on there if you essentially weren't supposed to figure it out. You know, Owl, I adore you, but this is not your run. Seems oddly familiar. Is that it? Yeah, no kidding. Chekhov's door markings. If they're gonna show me markings above the door, those markings have to be verifiable someplace else. There's one. Damn, okay, noted. This music's got like strong Witcher 3 vibes about it. I mean, the doors are locked now. It doesn't do me any good to memorize them now, sadly. But I know that for the next time I decide to come this direction. Is there anything out there on those ledges? We may not get to Henry Stickmin today, sorry. I guess not. Besides murder. My tummy has the rumblies that only hands can sate. Oh god, heaven sent fool. I actually watched somebody play the Battle of Kaer Morhen on YouTube the other day. I got talking to my wife about video game Witcher lore. Asked her if she knew who Letho of Gullet was. And apparently he's not in the books. Your tummy has a rumbly that only a Reuben can say? No, hey, I mean, like, listen. I'm always gonna take free food, but I had my spaghetti and meatballs for lunch. I'm feeling pretty satiated. Shit. I'm gonna stick with the Tesla coil. Boy, did I ever think about it, though. I think I'm just gonna lean into it. I've never been to the mausoleum before. I don't think. Blades and roses reach the mausoleum for the first time. It's pretty. That's fun. This feels like a boss fight. The gardener. The constant go. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck hit me? Oh, that hurt.
Look at you, Stanley. Flaunting your disposable income with that donation to Taffy.
Roll for your lives! Jumping Jesus on a pogo stick. That was crazy. Bumbarian drops 50 bucks and says, enjoy the brisket, good sir. Hell yeah. I'll do brisket. The boys will be very happy for brisket, I'm sure. I won't be able to do brisket for the 4th of July, but that's okay. I'm still feeding them with all sorts of other goodies. Why is that heavy crossbow so much more damaging? Look at how much more damage it is. It's because it's a higher level one. Damn, am I really about to do this? Piercing is really good, but I'm thinking about the Dracula fight. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna get it over with. Just in case. The Scarecrow was a pain in my ass, man. Oh yeah, Bumbarian, no worries. No worries. I'll find some time when the weather is nice. I'll find some time when the weather is nice and just crank out brisket for the family. I'm sure they'll be totally pleased with it. Worst case scenario is I'll just end up waiting until my parents get here, because my dad will want brisket. He'll be happy if I can make him something nice in the smoker. Trail of Flames, victim slow, crits plus 30% damage, shoots an arrow behind you for 1,000. Plus this fires in all directions. Plus, well, yeah, plus this adds inflammable oil. Plus this also covers the ground with oil when it's destroyed. Ooh la la. The Scarecrow's sickles have appeared. Neat. Thank you, Bumbarian, so much, by the way. I hate the Derelict Distillery. I hate it so much. What else is there? High Peak Castle. Hello? Hello? Yeah, we're probably not getting a Henry Stickmin today. I need there to be floors, you're right. So you came. We'll set sail as soon as you're ready. Be advised, what's lurking in the shipwreck is really unsavory, even by my standards. But I'm sure you didn't come that far to get cold feet, did you? Fucking, I guess. What the hell is the infested shipwreck? I don't think I'm gonna make it to Dracula's castle. Iceberg, right ahead. Reach the shipwreck for the first time. Thanks, game. I hate it. Oh, it's the heavy crossbow. Why did I think I had the exploding crossbow? Scary. I am in fact missing the exploding crossbow already. You're not wrong. I probably should have backpacked it. You know what? Maybe not. That part. I don't like that. I really don't like that. You know what we need is more of these guys. Oh, I like it. I'm on the wrong side. Sorry, I'm just kind of dialed in right now. Hello? Ah! Let me check my notes. Hate you. This music tells me the wind's howling. Where the fuck am I? Not friendly sounding. This is a lot. When did this become survival horror? Yeah, Tesla Trap is our best bud right now. Ah! Oh, I almost got hit. This place is a lot, man. The map is huge, too. Jesus. I found an exit, for what it's worth. Yeah, Barricade's putting in work right now. Map part. Another map part. Husband just looked at the account. I put Taffy Brisket down as the note for the tip. He is currently laughing like a little kid. I promise you specifically will get pictures and updates. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Thought I saw a rune in there somewhere. I won't lie to you, I saw a heavy crossbow and I thought it was exploding crossbow. I'm not like mad about it. I think we're gonna make this work, but I have no idea where I'm going right now, but you know what I mean. I can't imagine. Yeah. Yeah. You guys want to do 913 damage per second or do you guys want to do 104? Asking for a friend. There's 60 kills in a row on this floor. Feels pretty good. Before all these rats come up here and fuck with me. That shit's not yours, dog. Don't play with it. I hate it. It scares the shit out of me. There's a way down? There it is. Why is the ship groaning like an animal? Dude, I heard a line, we were showing the kids Good Omens Season 1. There's a line in Good Omens Season 1 that Neil Gaiman writes that I think is just fucking brilliant. And the line is, that it resonated with a growl that came from deep in its throat and would end up deep in another's. Talking about a dog, like a hellhound. It had a growl deep in his throat that would end up deep in another's. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. What a line. Bear Taffy, what's going on, man? You caught me on the last little half hour. Caught me on the last little half hour of Dead Cells on this, the day of our fireworks and grilling for the sake of fireworks and grilling day and no other reason. Rating party of 154, I sure appreciate it. Bear Pile, the Bear Taffy Raiders. My name's Ryan. I am,
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
as my audience refers to it, we have Bear Taffy at home, which is a huge ego stroke for me, but it is painfully accurate. I play roguelikes during the day, and typically what chat pays me to play in the afternoon. I'm supposed to be wrapping up Henry Stickmin right now, because I had never played that Newgrounds Classic. But instead, I got wrapped up in a Dead Cells run to some places I'd never been before. I've only been playing Dead Cells for about 50 hours. I have copious amounts of unlocks that I'm still kind of getting into, and this game is great. This game is great. I'm not surprising any of you by telling you that, but this game kicks ass, and I'm discovering it for the first time. Yeah, the day of fire. I hope it's not too terribly hot outside. I may actually put together a little fire pit. I've got friends coming over, so I can't run long today. But I've got friends coming over. I'm gonna grill some hamburgers and some hot dogs and the buns, and I've got all my patio furniture has its nice cushions and stuff out on it, and I'm finally seeing some dividends paid for all the tens of thousands of dollars I put into my backyard. Lost Romeo, thank you for the gifted tier 1 sub to Bear Taffy. I appreciate that. Chad, if you're not following Bear Taffy, I take it as a personal fucking slight. Remedy that, or I will ban you forever. This dude's one of the realest of the reals, and goes way back to the way back, so... And has a voice that is just sexual chocolate, just poured directly into your ear. Enjoy, I'm taking off for similar festivities. Hey man, be safe, have an awesome night. I appreciate the raid, I'll take care of him for the next half hour. Then I promise probably to dump him at HC Justin if I had to guess. That's probably where we're going afterwards. But yeah, hang out with me. You'll stay loosely on the periphery of the NLSS crew. I've been on twice. So as it goes Bear Taffy to me, and right as soon as like in a half an hour you'd be like, fuck, was this guy ever actually on? Right as you're getting to that, I'll take you over to Justin. You'll be like, oh, we fucking love Justin. I gotcha. I'm gonna keep you from slingshotting out of the universe and back into our circle of friends. I've never been to the haunted ship, the sunken ship, whatever. I've never been here before, so this is all new to me. Shipwreck, thank you. That's it. That's the one. Forked Key. Fork you, game. I don't want to jinx it, but we're on an 83 kill streak right now. Oh, fuck me. Whoa! Come out, wherever you are. Nope, I don't want to be there for that. I didn't even see that dude that fired. I didn't even see that cannonball. I did not even see that cannonball. I dodged that on pure chance. Oh, I do have a full map. I'm determined not to leave here until I know what that's for. I feel it's got a real strong Sea of Thieves vibe about it. Uh-oh. I can't move. Well, still. We got 100 kills in a row. That felt pretty solid. We're in the actual tits. There we go. Oh, it's just another shop, that's it? It's not nearly as good as the one we built, although it could be if we pumped it up. This one does have shots pierced. And it does have more ammo. I could just top this up. Which means I need to stop spending money though. Backpack the old one? That's far too responsible and you know I'm not gonna do it. You're not new here, come on now. Was it Columbus or Cortez that when he reached the New World burned all of his old ships so that his crew couldn't be tempted to go back? That's me. Hold still. It's a big ass floor, man. I rolled into damage. I rolled into damage. Done? You tricky ass, fake ass, trifling ass, bullshit chest, ass. I owe it to myself to go get the scroll. I might as well have cleared the rest of the ship. Please. I'm not sure what the map's supposed to do, but I guess we're taking it to the lighthouse. Real quick. How do I get up there? I wonder. Was there a locked door? Wait. Fucking X marks the spot, my dude. Now we go open that door. Now we go open that door. Trident. What a beautiful pedestal. That trident must have belonged to someone important. Well, anyway. Oh my. A second attack is a charge that inflicts critical damage after a few moments. Interrupt it with the last attack to deal critical damage. Poisons enemy, crit damage, shoots an arrow. I'm kind of piecing together bits and bobs of it. At some point I'm gonna have to hit whatever this game's version of Vati Vidya is. Our crossbow does do more damage. Can I do this? Yeah. See, Oppenheimer, this is why I'm constantly trying to convince you to let me backpack my stuff. I get that you get some sort of sick rush out of getting rid of all of our weapons as soon as we pick up new ones, but and away. Lighthouse, you say? Scarecrow's sickles come back to you automatically, inflict increasing severe critical hits after each hit. I like the cut of your jib. Modifiers. No, I like those. I like those. Electrified's good. I like those. I like our modifiers, man. Networking's pretty good. Necromancy, I think, has been topping us off. Ammo is good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, I think. This feels like a boss again. Eighth Wonder reached the lighthouse for the first time. Oh, F you, game. Hello. Oh shit. What if though? What if? What if we work together? Oh no. What if you let me heal? See how good that felt? Calliope? I don't want to tell you how to live your life, Calliope. You are being a huge thunder cunny. I fucking hate it. You too, huh? Are we going up a level? Oh, I'm going. Really? You're a twerp. Oh fuck my life. Excuse me. Fun. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it. Fuck me, dude. That is so much going on, and I did not have the build for that. Ugh. That's the only, like, disheartening part. That was really cool. It's a cool fight. I look forward to getting back to it. But I do genuinely believe that, like, that's one of the only disheartening parts about learning this game, is that it took me hours to get there, and I'd never seen that place before. And then I got there and it was just like, yeah, a very slow, high damage output, survival trait. weapon is gonna be what you take into that. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay. It was cool though. I wish it was only like 45 minutes to get back there instead of 90. But it is good. It has left me in a place where I don't have enough time to really do anything now. Unfortunately.